steal it from you. So instead of hitting the Owl Baron, just hit the players for the meantime, and for the last 5%, you can have your champions to do the Asuras or even the Thermal Wing on top of the Owl Baron.
Exactly. So they are really disciplined, but while doing so, while they are prolonging this, GreedyTHAILAND is actually locking all the tablets. So let's see what's gonna happen. But yeah, it's kind of safe to say at almost 60% HP here from Owl Baron, just 400 points deficit. I am quite nervous.
Yes.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but hopefully
Yeah,
they'll
this
be
is
able
really
to
bad.
finish
This
it
is
strong.
yes.
Really, really bad.
This
Not
is really
that
bad
big of
for
a gap.
Radicals. Radicals right now is on full control, almost full control on the All Baron right now. If they last it this one, they can actually take the lead. Can we see the last hit coming from GreedyTHAILAND? No last hit
Oh,
coming
no,
from
no, 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 no.
no last hit from GreedyTHAILAnd. Radicals managed to steal the Owl Baron on their side. So that's gonna be minus 500 on the side of GreedyTHAILAnd. That is an almost steal.
Because there were a lot of greedy
GT.
Thailand people or players at the Owl Baron at the last 20%. So
Wow.
I was kind of nervous that will there be a steal? But yeah, still Radicals was able to secure that Owl Baron, and they are now moving towards this area. Whereas GreedyTHAILAND is actually securing this one, but I believe MG the Moon will be taken in now. Moon and Star. Moon will be taken here by Radicals, and it's just a matter of time before we conclude our first match.
Yes, this is this is a good, really good match. Like
Nice.
almost even fight. And as you can see right now, GreedyTHAILAND, despite of the lead of Radicals, they don't want to give up on this one. This is one of the fights that we are actually looking. GreedyTHAILAND doesn't want to, you know, throw this game. They just want to fight until the end of this match. And as you can see, multiple flips right now on the side of Radical, which is the best thing that they actually did here. But again, GreedyTHAILAND is answering back left and right. They're trying to cap now the Sun tablet, and I'm assuming that I'm not sure if they have more people on the Star tablet. Maybe the Sun is just
fighting.
a diversion. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still fighting. They're still giving up a fight. They're still punching and quite alive in our match. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm on the edge of my seat. We have GreedyTHAILAND going inside this tablet. Will they be able to capture?
They're going to the back lane
now. And they can actually go towards the Star.
Yeah, this is the thing that they need to do. They need to put pressure at the back lane of Radicals, creating space right now. But that Paladin on the right side, he needs to go in on that tablet. But apparently, Radicals managed to secure the middle tablet, and we are on the last 25 points on the side of GreedyTHAILAND. Wow.
Yeah, same expression, Edgy. I feel you, bro. Wow, because out of all the matches tonight, I believe this is the best one. I mean, not because we're biased about it, but it's the closest. Neck and neck, they are both at par. I'm out of words.
That one of the best, definitely. One of the best.
And I believe our host and analyst Abby and David is also excited to share their thoughts with that and share some insight for the next game. So we won't keep you guys waiting. Let's give it to our host and analyst Abigail and David.
Thank you, Nikki, and MG. You guys always know what we wanted. I mean, like, it's very hot, man.
That was a close game.
Close. I mean, real close. The closest game ever.
Ever. Like, you went down to 500 points. Both sides, like if whichever guild got the Owl Baron, that would have been the difference maker. And wow, there's so much to talk about in this game. There was just so many minor differences.
Chill.
Don't worry about it. We'll save it for later. But there's so many small differences that GreedyTHAILAND, if they just rotated a bit faster or move a bit faster or move a little bit differently, that could have been the difference maker. And wow, there's just so much to learn from both these guilds.
Exactly, and the brief explanation about what happened on the first game is, this is actually what Solaria did on the second game, right? Yeah. And from my perspective, these two guilds also have the same problem. First, the secondary battlefield. And the first one is, and the other one is the timing.
Timing and
The timing
movement.
is a little bit off, but Greedy Thailand actually did a better job than Solaria did.
Yeah.
I mean, like they still managed to capture tablets from time to time, making them stronger
Yeah.
by the time the game's still on, and also trying their best to make radicals dying,
Yeah, there was
slowly dying. And the Baron momentum is also very important for each guild, right?
exactly. Like there was a point in time where Greedy Thailand, they lost control, they lost tempo earlier on because they were not able to get the first tier of the Baron buff, of the commander buff. But the moment they got it, you could see them being able to control the map very efficiently, and that closed the gap between both these guilds. And it was down to the Baron where Greedy Thailand was able to overpower Radicals there, but they were not fast enough to bring down the Baron. And then Radicals was able to rotate there, get back in there in time, and that just went down to the wire.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the first game, also man battlefield match statistic. Here we go.
Both these kills very close. Look at the
Very
amount of
close,
kills.
yeah.
570 against 580, and this was with Greedy Thailand having less morale, that much less morale.
It's pretty obvious this guild is crazy.
Absolutely.
I mean, like they're pretty good on brutally invade radicals. And radicals defense lineup is actually almost broken by Greedy Thailand.
Yeah, yeah. Like if not for the one Radicals player, they had a wizard, which had 300 kill streak. If not for that one player from the side of Radicals, Greedy Thailand would have been able to just run over Radicals. But that one player, that wizard with a Thai name, I can't really pronounce it, but he did absolutely crazy damage. And let's take a look at the core problem from the side of Greedy Thailand, which is the secondary battlefield. Like MG and like Nikki said, they were even at the start. They both had the same amount of morale, pretty much up to the 2000 point, where suddenly out of nowhere, Radicals just shot up to 5000, and Greedy Thailand couldn't really get anything else.
Yeah, and also, despite the fact that the morale buff from Greedy Thailand is less than what Radicals have, I'm like the repositioning and the mana from Greedy Thailand is actually pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's that's also the moment when Radicals getting tired following their tempo.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, like it's absolutely crazy how close these two guilds are in terms of firepower damage. It was 10 kill difference and 2 million damage difference separates both these guilds. So Greedy Thailand, the secondary battlefield needs to have a little bit of switch because they lost every single boss in the secondary battlefield despite having very similar minion count. So maybe it's something they want to look at heading towards game number 2, because this was one of the closest matches we've seen so far.
And also, Demon is on the man battlefield from the start, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty different with what they did on the recent match.
Yeah, absolutely. He was not starting in the secondary battlefield. He just joined the main battlefield from the start. So that might have been a difference maker. But let's take a look at the MVP.
Yes. Here we go. The MVP is Demon. I mean, like, ain't no way Demon not become an MVP. I mean, he scored 100, if I'm not mistaken, 100 or 200. I forgot which player scored 300 kills. I believe it's the Thai nickname one, but Demon also scored a lot of kills.
Yeah, 106 kills here for Demon. He has been the MVP every single game that Radicals has won. He has been the MVP, and definitely well deserving of it.
He's the core.
He is what keeps them together.
Yeah.
And I won't be surprised if, he's the one leading the commands as well, because he has been the most impactful player of the team and very important for them, and a well-deserved MVP as well.
And let's take a look at the battlefield report, because I would like to know how close the score in each guild. But I think maybe we can start to talk about the details in this game. I believe you have lots to talk about, especially how Greedy Thailand can manage make Radicals slowly dying.
Yeah, like definitely a lot to talk about in this game, and that I won't be able to cover everything. So I'll just talk about the important parts and the turning points of the game, where Greedy Thailand was able to come back after what seemed to be a terrible start. Now, this is the first important point in the game. 18 minutes into the game, morale is pretty much neck and neck at this point. So the game hasn't ran away from the side of Greedy Thailand yet. They still had very close kills. They did not have any sort of control over the tablets, but let's play this along and wait and see, because when they are trying to hold on, this is where Radicals having 2 points right now. They just able to hold on. Now, first thing I want to talk about, the defensive positions. This has been something that I've been repeating over and over again, is the defensive positions of the guilds. Now, we have Greedy Thailand in the middle of the map, right? In the middle of the tablet. Now, where Radicals is attacking from is from the, if I remember correctly, is from the bottom as well as the right side. So let's play this video a little bit and see where they're attacking from. Now, look at the defensive positions. Once again, they are holding the center, the most important area of the tablet. And this is where, you know, Radicals is trying to push in. They got pushed out because of the positioning, the superior positioning that Greedy Thailand had in the tablets, and they were not able to put in the numbers of their members inside to try and contest. But what Greedy Thailand failed to do after this was, when they tried to contest the side tablets, they moved out a little bit too early. They could not, they were not in a good position to trade the tablets at this moment, and as you can see, they over-rotated. They rotated too many members. These guys should have been in the moon tablet. But now, they were trying to capture the star tablet, you know, trying to regain tempo for themselves. And these guys were rotating back. But these players were a little bit too late to the rotation, despite having already control over the star tablet. And they're starting to rotate back. And this is when they gave up defensive positionings. They gave up this area to Radicals. This was the area that they were in earlier on, but they gave it up to try and capture the side tablet. Now, the rotation back in was very crucial because they almost held on. They almost held on to this point. And if they were able to hold on to this area, they would have been able to regain the tempo. But because they were just a little bit too late in terms of the rotations of the respawns, they lost this tablet, and that began the spiraling in the main battlefield. Now, going to the second point, where second point in time, where it was very close to, very similar to this as well. This is where they had control over the middle. They tried to capture the star tablet, and this is where the rotations were slow once again. Now they do have control. They have control over the star tablet once again, but the rotations were a bit too slow. They could not rotate back towards the moon tablet in time to stop the capture, and right now they're still behind. And if you look at the morale right now, they haven't reached the first tier of the morale buff. Well, the side of Radicals already have the maxed out damage reduction at movement speed. So the rotation speed was very important. They should have, they were at equal at the start, but because of this, they were just falling behind way too much. Now, one final point in time was pretty much the most crucial point in the game. This was where the wizard from the side of Greedy Thailand was going absolutely crazy. Look at the kills right now. 200 kills streak. No one's dealing with him. He's doing a lot of damage. He's being able to do a lot of DPS. And this wizard was the one person keeping Greedy Thailand alive, giving them the AoE damage, as well as providing them with the crowd control to be able to hold on to these points. Now, this wizard was also very important to try and capture the Baron. Now, I want you guys to continue looking at this wizard from the side of Greedy Thailand, because he actually dies in this point. He gets overpowered, he gets caught out of position, and he dies. He loses his streak right here, and that's when Radicals was able to maintain control right after this. Where was the support for this wizard? Now, thankfully, the wizard did not need to respawn. He got resurrected, and he's back in the fight, and that is why Greedy Thailand was able to continue getting the control over the Owl Baron area. Now, I want to fast forward a little bit here as well, because I want to showcase something that is very important. Now, even though Greedy Thailand, as you can see right here, Greedy Thailand actually had control over the Owl Baron spawn, and there's not too many members left from the side of Radicals. They have very minimal amount of members. Now, this is where you actually want to focus down the Owl Baron as quickly as possible before the respawn and the backup comes in, because as you can see here, the backup is already coming in from the side of Radicals. So once they had control, they needed to start focusing down the Baron, but they did not have enough single target damage, and that is when the rotations coming in from the side of Radicals was coming in. And if you can see in a few more seconds, it's a very important part where Demon came in and was able to just create havoc onto the backlines and that created too much of a space where Greedy Thailand was not able to finish off the boss. Now, if you pause right here, once again, it is still Greedy Thailand having control over the boss, but why weren't they able to finish it off in time? They were just way too late, and the moment they lost control over this area, the Owl Baron, if they got this Owl Baron, if you look at the points, if they got this Owl Baron, they would have been in the lead. But here comes this man right here, Kencor, guild leader from the side of Radicals. He comes in and look at what he does towards the backline. Look at what he does towards the backlines. He goes straight in to the middle of everybody. He gets, helps his guild get the last hit. And that spelled the doom right here for the side of Radicals. For the side of Greedy Thailand, Radicals had no answer after this, and it was just a one-sided affair.
Yeah, and also after this, Greedy Thailand actually tried their best to get neck to neck again once again with Radicals, but apparently this kind of slow when it comes to the Moon Tablet. I don't know what happened with the Moon Tablet, but every single momentum that actually can be an opening, a big opening for Greedy Thailand, is thrown away because they kind of slow to move or rotate to the Moon Tablet. One is just because they're over-rotated from the moon to the star, and the second one is they are too late to protect the Moon Tablet.
Yeah, there was a lot of over-rotations as well as late rotations coming from Greedy Thailand. Maybe some of that was because of the lack of buffs that they didn't get for the Commander Rush. So definitely they need to fix the secondary battlefield problem that they have.
Yeah, but still, Greedy Thailand might have a chance to make it even with score. And the game 2 is ready now, so without any further, we're going to pass it to our castle. So, Nikki and MG, my charisma babies, please take it away.
Thank you so much to the very charming host and analyst Abigail and David for passing the mic. Yeah, we are your charisma babies, but for now, it's gonna be Greedy Thailand and Radical's turn to give you guys a good fight, and it's still me, Nikki, together with MG. Hello, MG.
Yes, hello. Yes, finally, I'm a charisma baby now. Let's go. So yes, going back, we have a fight, a big fight right now, Greedy Thailand versus Radicals. And before that, I just want to comment one of the Whitesmith earlier. He's actually messaged me like he's actually playing right now, Bogsmeister. So shout out to Bogsmeister. Awesome job there on your Whitesmith. So yeah, again, this is gonna be one of the best fights that we saw on this league right now. So Greedy Thailand, definitely they know the adjustment. They managed to, regroup at the middle part of the game, and from there they just snowballed, perfecting the timing left and right. It's just they have like few points remaining on their side. That's why they lost on the side of Radicals. And definitely we're gonna see an adjustment from Greedy Thailand and Radicals. Oh my god, Nikki, what's your opinion about their strategy right now?
Well, of course, like what Abigail and David mentioned a while ago, when it comes to misplays, of course, Greedy Thailand did have some Radicals too, but I believe that given the perfect amount of time, they can now re-strategize and adjust for our game number 2, especially when it comes to the subfield. And I also want to mention, MG, there's this one person, the highest DP coming from Greedy Thailand, just racking 300 plus kills. And I don't know how will Radicals shut him down, but it's also a good thing that they did not bother shutting him down and just focused on the objectives, which is flipping on timing and getting the mobs, and of course getting the Owl Baron. I was so nervous. What are your feelings during the Owl Baron fight?
I'm actually thinking that Greedy Thailand can actually flip the match earlier. Ooh. Because considering the number of players that they have currently on that specific area, they have more numbers versus Radicals. But again, what Zero pointed out earlier, that Paladin managed to secure the backlane. There is no more resurrection that the High Priest can actually provide to those players who died on that fight. And right now, we're actually starting the match. Radicals on the Sun tablet, Greedy Thailand securing 2 tablets right now. And as you can see, a quick statue drop there coming from Greedy Thailand, making sure that they want to secure the tablet at the middle. And definitely, this is going to be another move on the Star Tablet. A few players on the side of Radicals are trying to contest right now the Star Tablet, but no. Greedy Thailand is prepared to capture the two tablets for the second round.
Surely enough, they've prepared well as two tablets will fall onto their hands. And looking at the morale, it's quite close with one another as well. We're currently looking and spectating this area, and we're seeing a hefty amount of Radicals going up against Greedy Thailand. But will Greedy Thailand be able to take this one? I don't think so. I believe this is the perfect time for Radicals to push Greedy Thailand away from this stable tablet rather and get another tablet. And talking about that, we can see that the Star Tablet is actually moving, and I believe that it's going up under Radicals.
Yes. Again, let's go ahead and check if Greedy Thailand can back up on the side of Star Tablet. I think they're just gonna ignore it and they're just gonna flip the Sun Tablet. I think that is more easier. But the question here is, can they afford leave the middle and have Radicals recapture the middle? So as you can see, a quick capture there coming from Greedy Thailand on the side of Star, but then quick stop there coming from Greedy Thailand, but they failed to fully catch or fully lock the Sun Tablet. And right now, majority of the players on the side of Radicals are trying to push and punish right now. But again, a quick backup there on the side of Greedy Thailand. Despite of the Oblivion skill there that they got hit, they can still fire back on this one. I think right now it's a very crucial fight right now for Greedy Thailand because they're trying to hold two tablets, but apparently the Sun Tablet is now locked on the side of Radicals. They need to focus on one tablet right now, and Radicals has 40 members available right now to push the side of Moon.
And talking about Greedy Thailand, they are more synchronized when it comes to their push and the proper usage of their skills, and it's showing right now. Especially the scores are quite close with one another. It's just 2 minutes away before the mobs respawn. And what I mentioned a while ago, Demon here already has 20 kill streak, LA as well. On the other hand, that player coming from Greedy Thailand already has how many kills? I believe he has a lot right now, and even securing the star. Radicals needs to re-strategize or probably put more scout in order for them to time well their rotations and maneuver their way in order for them to capture the tablets. And look at that. They will be trading off the star for the Moon tablet. Will it be enough though?
Yes, I think this is the time that they need to fix their rotation right now. And as you can see, guys, a massive responder coming from Greedy Thailand. Greedy Thailand is going to flip now the Moon tablet, but in exchange of that one, they failed to recap the Sun tablet. I think that is a bad call there on the Sun tablet. That's minus 50 points on their side. And despite of that, they managed to secure the middle. So I think massive SGs on the floor right now. Vacuums there coming from the Paladins right now. Bubbles up on the side of Radicals. Radicals right now is trying to push out a Greedy Thailand. But again, Greedy Thailand is very safe. They still have a 30 seconds cooldown for that tablet. I think we might see a 1-1 score for the first time on this one. So
Of
as you
course,
can
we
see,
love
guys,
that.
yes, right now they're just charging in right now. I think they don't want to commit right now. They're just waiting for that slight flip on the side of Radicals to get that minus 50 points. But again, they need to be careful on this one. They need to separate their numbers right now because the statues are available on the side of Radicals. Radicals right now is trying to answer back on this one. Few players on the side of Radicals are moving on the south side, and few players on the respawners on the north side. And again, Greedy Thailand is kind of stuck here at the middle point. They need to put flankers. So few flankers right now on the side of Greedy Thailand, having those skirmishes on the back, distracting the back lane. But again, they don't have enough numbers to stand on the middle tablet. And in exchange of that, they lost two tablets.
Exactly. And now it's Radicals who's currently leading. But late a while ago, rather, Greedy Thailand was the one who was leading for like a couple of hundred scores. But yeah, 16 seconds away before the mobs respawn. No one is actually here. Let's see how they're gonna prepare on that. Probably Radicals will be giving their Sun tablet in exchange for mobs here. No, it's gonna be Greedy Thailand to be the first one. Here we have Dark Moon and the rest. Will that affect the score? No, because MG, I believe that the other areas of mob respawn will be taken by Radicals, and even the morale has a really good boost towards Radicals, but our score is not really that far from one another. But what I can see here is that Radicals was able to get their momentum back when it comes to rhythm and synchronization of flipping the
Mm-hmm.
tablets and recapturing it and actually guarding and fending it off
There we go.
against Green Thailand.
Yes, few damages there coming from the Radical side. Radical side is actually trying to split up, so you can see left and right pressure there. They're actually stacking a few gravity fields on the floor, preventing that Greedy Thailand rush coming from the north side. And right now, there is like a cooldown for the middle. And right
Mhm.
now, Greedy Thailand is kind of off for their tempo on this one. They've been trying to attempt
True, true.
capturing different tablets on this one, but apparently Radical managed to read the position or what tablet are they gonna cap. So they've been following Greedy Thailand on every tablets.
Sorry, I have goosebumps right now. I'm having goosebumps because of what I'm seeing. And what you mentioned, they're kind of off. They were doing so well. Greedy Thailand was doing so well when it comes to the early to mid of our game.
Mm-hmm.
But Radicals were able to adjust to that and to regain their tempo and their pacing. But let's see what's gonna happen right now. We can see Gloria Domini being casted in the middle by Radicals as well. And they're now leaving this particular area because this has been locked already. So that is a nice call coming from Radicals.
Yes, this is the tempo that I'm talking about. The moment that you cap a certain tablet, you need to move ASAP. Because if you're gonna have like a 10 seconds delay, it's gonna be GG for you. And right now, Greedy Thailand managed to come back on this one. A good regroup immediately here coming from Greedy Thailand. And as you can see, Radicals are trying to flip down the middle. But Greedy Thailand is not entering yet. They know that they need to have that bit of flip on the side of Radicals. And right now, few players on the side of Greedy Thailand is entering the circle now, but not enough. Oblivion has connected to on the side of a Greedy Thailand, and they are stuck there at that
Whoa.
one point, and full damage there, full bombs there has been dropped there on the side of Radicals, and Greedy Thailand is just eating those gravity fields, those MS on top of that stack. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
They're just taking it. They're just taking it and they're not even
Yes.
evading it. That's how greedy Thailand is. But it's not really working towards their favor. But for now, it's still a good rotation coming from Greedy Thailand taking the star. But it's gonna be an exchange and trade-off for the Sun Tablet. And looking at that, it's just a matter of 500 points. It's just a matter of 500 points. It's not that far. It's still manageable to tie up the series, MG.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. As you can see, the moment that Greedy Thailand managed to capture that tablet, majority of the radicals went out of that tablet because it's no point for you to fight on a 30 seconds cooldown tablet.
True.
And right now, Greedy Thailand is on the move here. Majority of the side of Greedy Thailand is moving at the back lane right now. They're pretty scattered here. Majority of them are trying to switch on the right side right now. And a few players of Radical is answering back. They managed to cap, and Radicals is just following Greedy Thailand on one tablet to another. Gloria Domini has been casted. Quick Vacuums there has been casted. And as you can see on the floor, that is a really, really hot gravity field coming from Radicals. But again, Greedy Thailand managed to secure good backlane positioning here on the side of Greedy Thailand. They have a few players who can actually support every side of their position. And right now we are down to the last 40 seconds of our timer before the Owl Baron fight. We are seeing around like 300-ish lead coming from our Radicals for this fight.
Yes, MG, and actually, I believe that Radicals won't be prioritizing the old Baron because it's already 10:24 and just 22 seconds before the Owl Baron. Oh no, they will be prioritizing it, and they are now positioning themselves here at the middle of their spawn area. And I think this is gonna be a game changer.
Yes.
This is gonna be a game changer. Hold on to your seats, everyone, because the Baron is about to respawn, and this is going to dictate who's gonna win or at least have an edge in this fight. Will it be a fast All Baron kill, or will it be the same as before? I believe it's just the same as before. But doing
Mm-hmm.
so, the tablet is being taken over by Greedy Thailand.
Yes, and as you can see as well, majority of the high wizards right now are switching up from a gravity field casting to utility casting. So there you can actually see multiple storm guns has been placed on the floor right now. Gravity fields are shifting now from utility to a DPS type of